Angie Fairbanks here, coming to you from our local high school, Sierra Vista High School. Lots of things going on today, and we got band competition, baseball, etc. But I'm outside on the basketball courts, and you're probably wondering, what are you doing on the basketball court today? Well, let me preface it a little bit. Believe it or not, at 5'2", well, maybe just a hair under, I played high school and college basketball. I hail from the Outer Banks of North Carolina. If you don't know North Carolina very well, it's basketball country. Yep, the Tar Heels, the Wolfpack, and my favorite, the Duke Blue Devils. You know, as a teenager, along with my high school and college coaches, I had the best coach influences. I had the opportunity to attend the best camps and really learn from some of the greatest coaches in North Carolina and some of the great Hall of Famers. Coach Dean Smith, Coach K, and the late, my fave, Jimmy Valvano. You guys know Jimmy Valvano at the 1983 National Championships, where, you know, he was running around like a madman when Lorenzo Charles had the game-winning buzzer beater dunk. Man, the crowd went wild, Valvano went wild, and, you know, man, that is basketball at its best, and March Madness at its best. And, you know, love Jimmy Valvano, and totally miss him on that. But anyway, so totally off topic. So let's get focused and let's get back on topic. So I have mentioned I played college basketball, but what I haven't said is I'm a 98% free throw shooter. So how does being a 98% free throw shooter relate in business? And how can you be a 98% free throw shooter in your business? So it's quite simple. It's really one word, and that word is flow. So you ask, geez, Ange, what is flow? And so I'm going to tell you, it's a state of mind you achieve when you're fully immersed in a task. It's about forgetting the outside world. The moment you lose track of time, you guys have been there. You guys have felt the time where you lost track of time, where you feel happy and in control, and really become creative and productive. You know, several studies found that flow experiences and positive effect really go hand in hand, and that challenges and skills above the individual's average foster positive effect as well. So just to preface a bit, flow is a scientific methodology proposed by a gentleman, I always get this name wrong, Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, something like that. And this positive psychology concept has been widely referenced across a variety of fields. So this isn't anything new or made up. This is a methodology that has been scientifically studied. So here we go. Let's see how we get into flow. And here are my top 5 simple ways to get into flow. All right, here we go. And 1. Choose a task or a project that you love. If you do not like or you fear a task, you'll have a hard time losing yourself and getting into the flow. If your day is made up of stuff you dislike, or you may want to consider outsourcing or hiring. So focus on seeking projects or tasks you love to do within your day. So think about, what are you spending time on? Think about your hourly rate. Have you done that? Do you know what your hourly rate is? Are you spending time on 10 to 12 hour tasks, or are you spending time on tasks that you love and makes you money in your business? So think about that. Think about your hourly rate. And 2, make sure your task is challenging. Make sure you have a good balance between those perceived challenges of the task at hand and your own perceived skills. You must have confidence in your ability to complete that task at hand. If that task is too easy, you'll be able to complete it without much thought or even any effort. If it's too hard, you'll find it difficult to lose yourself in it, because you'll spend most of the time concentrating just on how to figure out how to do it. So either way, easy or hard, you'll end up being very discouraged. So you have to find that balance in the challenge and your own skills. So also, let's not forget, if a task is too hard, where do you need to go learn and educate yourself? Don't be afraid to reach out and find a resource and ask for help. All right, and 3, clear away those distractions. That means turning off those the distracting things in your office. Some people are distracted by music. Unless you're like me and find that music helps you focus, that's okay. But turning off those phones, those email and instant messaging notifications, the Twitter, the Skype, anything else that pops up or makes noise to interrupt your thoughts. Another way to clear away distraction is, especially for those of you who wear multiple hats in your business, you may want to have different desks for each role. A desk for emails and admin work. So those of you who do a lot of administration work or whatever, have a desk for that. A different desk for finances, a desk for sales, etc. Having different areas of workspace will definitely clear away distractions and allow you to focus on the task at hand. It will also help you keep your focus on one thing for a long period of time, which is very important. You know, at first, many people will have difficulties with this, if they're used to, especially if you're used to constantly switching between tasks. But keep trying and keep bringing your focus back to your task. You'll get better and better each time. 4, and the most important for me, find your quiet in peak time. You'll want to find the time that's quiet, or you'll never be able to focus. Whatever time you choose, it should also be your peak energy time for you. Where are you at your best? Think about that. Where are you at your best? Find a time when you have the most energy and can concentrate. For me, that's mornings, before the hustle and bustle of every day. For you, it could be early morning or early in the workday when most people haven't arrived yet. The lunch hour, basically when people are usually out of the office. But let's not discount evenings. Evenings, some people, I know a lot of my coaches and a lot of my clients work very well for a lot of people. So one time I wouldn't recommend, though, is right after lunch. That's not a good time for flow for most people, but peak time can also be multiple times a day, guys. Don't discount that. It's just not one time a day. There's no such thing as just one peak time. You may find that you have 3 to 4 peak times, 3 times a day or more where you're at your best. So we say all the time here at Action Coach that eat that frog. It's first thing. It's not about eating that frog first thing in the morning. It's about eating the frog on your peak time, where you have the most energy. So where's that quiet, where's that peak time, and where are you able to clear away those distractions? That's 3 and 4. Woo! And 5.0, 5, the number 5. Practice. Whew, a little out of breath there. Creating flow really takes practice, guys. Each step will take some practice, from finding a quiet peak time for yourself, to clearing distractions, to choosing that right task. And especially keeping your focus on a task for a long period of time. Changing those desks will take some practice. But just do remember this for me. Each time you fail, you'll learn from it. Each time you succeed, learn from it. What did you do right? And when you practice, the better you'll get at it. It doesn't happen overnight. The more you practice, the more you'll go from 0% in the flow to 98% in the flow in the matter of time. So let me just give you a little extra bonus. 5.5. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. It feels great to really pour yourself into something worthwhile, to make great progress on a project or important task, to do something you're passionate about. In my experience, losing yourself in flow is an amazing thing. So take time to appreciate the feeling, but make sure you appreciate it after the fact. It's hard to appreciate it while you're in the flow. Yes. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning where I said, talking about flow and what does basketball and free throw shooting really have to do with flow. So Coach K, the head coach of Duke basketball and the USA team, said it best in one of the camps I attended. Basketball is all about a rhythm. Get into the rhythm. When you get on that free throw line, find your rhythm, focus, and do it every single time. Do the same thing every single time. Get in that rhythm, get in that flow. When you work a play, a fast break, the team needs to find that rhythm. So once you and your team are immersed in rhythm, the flow, you are unstoppable, and that's what he said. Once you get in the rhythm and once you get in the flow, you're unstoppable. And guess what? you and your business can also be unstoppable. You and your business can easily get into the flow. So think about what you need to get out of the chaos and into that rhythm, the flow. I will leave you with 2 questions to think about. Are you creating chaos or are you creating flow? And where in your business is your flow broken? Remember, if you can keep your focus on a single task with no distractions, and if your task has been chosen well, something you love, just like we spoke about, something important, and something challenging, you should really lose yourself and immerse yourself into flow. So when you're in the flow, you as a business owner start to enjoy yourself more. You reduce stress while increasing quality output. You get more important stuff done instead of just getting things done. Did you guys get that? Important stuff done instead of getting things done. And most of all, you start to achieve things rather than just keeping business busy. And that's flow. So, that's a wrap for me today. Angie Fairbanks here on the basketball court. I'm going to shoot some more. Remember to be great. Always be great today. And find your flow. Until next time, bye.